wrapping up because that entire part is really going to go in the behind the scenes bloopers, which is amazing. But I want to talk about your holiday workshop as we start to wrap up, because so I am participating in it, as are five others, I believe, including yourself. And it is it's a 1 day workshop where you're helping people get set up for the holiday season. Now, obviously, I have a hard on for this because there's hard on. I'm just throwing hard ons around, like, just
really
like
are.
everybody's getting a hard on.
Just swinging across our face. Okay.
Just all over the place. But because it's 1 day and it prepares you for the holiday season, but it's also got like support structures built in. And as you know, it's brilliantly designed. I'm actually like, as I was like looking at it, I thought to myself, this is really, it's like you really thought about when people would need help. What do they need help with? At what point in time in the development of the process? So you have it really carefully structured. And when we were talking about it, it was structured to make sure that the holiday season, which is usually quote unquote very busy, that we can deprogram that, reframe it, and make it a full but prepared holiday season, to where they don't feel like they're overwhelmed with all the business stuff they need to do, so they can spend time with their family. So tell me a little bit about why you set this course up, and how you have it set up to help support them and reduce the busyness.
The background really comes from the fact that I was in home shopping. And as a result, I know the importance of holiday. So like knowing we would have holidays planned like so far in advance, because in order to be, I mean, that's where you gain ground in retail, period. Right. That's all. I mean, Black Friday, you make your money on Black Friday. That's when you go black and not in the red. So what I found when I got into network marketing was like, I'm like, so what's the plan? I was like, plan. Oh, we're just waiting to see what corporate says and what corporate gives us. And corporate would come out with things like in November or December for the holidays, or, oh, well, Upland will kind of figure out something out. And I'm like, this is insane, like actual insanity. I believe you're not ahead, you're not behind, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. But the one caveat to that is the holiday season. If you're figuring that out in November, you're losing, because we have to realize it doesn't matter how many great customers or clients you have. They only have a finite amount of money. And so when you come up and you show up, hey, it's a Black Friday, or it's Cyber Monday, and I want to now tell you about my specials, like, honey child, Black Friday was going on 2 months ago at Costco. I already bought all my stuff.
Yep.
I bought it from Amazon. I bought it from Target. I bought all those places. Why we think it's okay to wait and then go, hey, people, money doesn't grow on trees. We learned that a long time ago. Although it might.
Would that it did.
Right? So the thought process that we would go, like, again, like you said earlier, the point of being in network marketing was to not work so hard. And then we would plan things. We wouldn't plan things. They would come up last minute. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So what I started doing with my team when I was doing network marketing was like, let's get this go. I would encourage my uplines even when I started, we've got to have something now. Let's do something earlier, which we did. And then when I started coaching, I was like, hell no, we're doing this earlier and earlier and earlier. And so my members are they're like waiting, like, the last couple months, like, holiday, Roxanne, holiday. I'm like, I'm so glad you remember. But so every year I've done some type of holiday workshop in some form or fashion. But I realized, because each year I got to make it better than the year before. How the heck am I going to do that this year? So I thought, wait a moment. I also am a firm believer that there's a group of experts who are about the wrecking ball, about making network marketing go into the future and not stay in the past. And so I was like, let me get them together, including Vanessa Carnegie. And let's do a workshop that gives people a plan, that gives you clarity, that allows you to pick and choose, and gives you great new ideas and things that we've tried that we have proven that have worked. And let's give you the blueprint so that you can go and rock the holidays at whatever scope, regardless of whether your company gives you everything late. There's the flip side of that coin. Like you said, there's a high and a low, right? They give it to you early and then it all sells out, because that happens too. It's like, it's sold out at the beginning of November, and now there's no plan to get you through November and December. It happens every year. And so this is like going to basically company proof you.